Welcome back to the SportsMax Zone, and we continue with football. Portmore United played out a 0-0 draw with Vere United in match week 18 of the Jamaica Premier League on Monday at the Anthony Spalding Sports Complex. In the second fixture at the venue, Tivoli Gardens came away with a 3-1 victory over Molynes United. We have those highlights.
Full-time highlights now in this battle between Tivoli Gardens and Molynes United. Warner Brown sending this one across. Keno Simpson did really well, but skied it. And there was the Keel Wright making his way through. And then the resulting free kick took a wicked deflection. And in the 17th minute, Tivoli Gardens took the lead, thanks to Wellika Wellington. Ball down the right-hand side, and this one forced a save from Peter Harrison. Wonderful stuff there by Tivoli Gardens, and then another big opportunity for Mackenzie, forcing Harrison to make the save. And then Warner Brown tripped inside the box, and Wellington made no mistake from 12 yards. Harrison guessing the right way, but couldn't get anywhere near it. Tivoli Gardens wanted more, but somehow Mackenzie couldn't guide that one inside, and it was agony for him under the lights here in Arnett Gardens. Ball played through, and Nelson couldn't guide that one goalwards. He was losing his balance, but you expect him to score there. And then a wonderful curling effort that forced Harrison to make the save. Parker came on, and he was tripped outside the box. Last defender back, so the red card had to be shown. And it was shown to Damian Thomas. And then the free kick was brilliantly executed. Kevin Garnett, his first goal this season. Wonderful effort on target. And that was game, set and match. Then Lumsden playing Nelson through on goal. And it ending up in no man's land with the outstretched hand denying the goal, and of course a straight red card. And then Nelson putting that one away to go into double figures in the league. 10 goals to his name. But that was that for Molynes United. Just a consolation.
All right, this is how the table looks. Let's take a look. Waterhouse and Donby Holden at the top. Well, they both have the same amount of points. Waterhouse on top of the table based on goal difference. Arnett Gardens in third position and Mount Pleasant in fourth. At the bottom of the table, Vere United, Molynes United and Montego Bay United. So, George and Lance, based on what we see, the tight battle between Waterhouse and Donby Holden, do you expect that to continue?
Neither team will be crying if they finish first or finish second in the race, because both the top two go through as automatic qualifiers for the semi-final. And I think, Mariah, the real focus is on 6th and 7th. If you get the graphic again, Mr. Producer, and Lance is nodding because he agrees. Yeah. That's where the battle is. Mariah, look at number 6, Tivoli. Look at number 5, Cavalier, on 27 points. They've been eyed because they're, of course, on duties at the CONCACAF Championship in the Dominican Republic, but they're on 27 in 5th. Tivoli in 6th on 25 and Harborview on 24. Those three are fighting. It's a dogfight, those three teams, for just 2 places. One will miss out of the top 6. The question is who, at this point in time. Cavalier had the advantage because they have a game in hand on the 2 beneath them, and they still have a 2-point cushion over Tivoli and a 3-point cushion over Harborview. So that's where the real race is. The top 2, I think the top 2 will hold their positions. Arnett Gardens, I'm expecting to hold Mount Pleasant for 4th. But then it gets really interesting as to who the other members of the top 6 will be.
It's funny that you pointed that out, because I was listening to an interview with the new coach now of Portmore United, Coach Philip Williams. He only took up the team recently. And he was saying that, he believes that his team can make it to the playoffs. But I'm looking here, they're number 9, 17 points. So
well, I think that interview was done before last night's match, which they drew.
Yeah.
Which in the post-game interview, he seemed reasonably happy with how the team played, because Portmore at the moment are on a 7-game winless run, so they are in a bad patch. But he seemed reasonably, based on what he said, happy with how the team played. I'm sure he wasn't happy that he only got a point, because if he got 3 points, maybe the mathematical hope would still be there. But that battle, as you said, for the top 6th position, the 6th position is really hot.
Yeah, with 2 more last night, he'd have gone to 19, and I still would have bet against them getting into the top 6 based on the teams above them. Yeah. So he's upbeat, Mariah, but he's short of points, crucially.
Harbourview's problem is that they drew 0-0 with Humberland on Sunday night, a game that they scarcely could afford to lose, to not get 3 points from. Because it was because of that result why Tivoli were able to leapfrog them last night.
Yes.
Because if they had won on Sunday night, Harbourview, they would still be in the number 6 position, wouldn't they?
Yes.
Yeah.
The thing is this, Lance Mariah, for Cavalier, who will have the games in hand when they come back from the Dominican Republic, it's never a good thing if you have games in hand. I prefer points on the board to games in hand, because points on the board are points on the board. So they may find themselves with a lot of work to do, or it may go their way. They may still come back and still be the top 6 with games in hand on the teams around them. But yeah, 5, 6, and 7, those 3 teams, Cavalier, Tivoli, Harbourview, they are going to have to be perfect from here on in. And I need to check the fixture to see if there's a head-to-head among any of those in that trio, to see what will happen. But that's where all of the attention should be, because I think 1st and 2nd is sewn up, those 2 places.
Quick question though, as you mentioned, games in hand. So does this mean when Harbourview comes back to Jamaica,
they will Cavalier and Waterhouse? Cavalier and Waterhouse.
Yes. Because they're not here, right?
Yes.
Their games has been postponed.
Yes.
So when they come back to Jamaica, is it that they have to play a certain amount of games and then we look at the points table, or because they'll affect the other teams?
The point you're making is you're on the right path, because when they come back, they'll have to make it up. So they'll the fixtures, and then the points will tally up.
Okay.
So yeah, we'll have a clear picture then.
All right, because I know whatever happens to them will affect the other points, and maybe then it will be a bit easier. Anything, Lance, before we go to break? The competition?
Basically, just that the tournament is really wide open. I know the main focus of all the teams now is to ensure that they get to the playoffs. But if you look beyond that and you're searching for a winner, then you really are in a bind, because Waterhouse, Dunbeholden, Arnett Gardens are really high-quality teams at their best, and it's a difficult choice to see to predict which one will win the title. Dunbeholden would have been a little bit disappointed with their outing against Arnett Gardens on Sunday, but Arnett are finding their form again, and even though Cephas didn't play much of a game Sunday night, Arnett were still able to.
You did that game, right?
Yeah. Okay. With 9 men, they got 2 red cards and still beat Dunbeholden. So psychologically, I think that performance will boost Arnett Gardens. For the title this year, it's going to be really tough. I think the intensity and the competitiveness of the Premier League this season is it makes it an attractive product.
Agreed.
Yeah, an attractive product. Hard to say who will win.
He didn't say Mount Pleasant, Mariah, and Mount Pleasant have too many quality players to not be in with a shout of winning the title.
I'm not writing them off, but they haven't been playing well in the past 6 or 7 weeks, but they have the tools to be right back there.
Yeah, well, I'll be monitoring the middle of the table now, because that's where all the action seems to be. We go to break. We'll be right back.
Thank you for watching SportsMax on YouTube. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and to click the notification bell to stay informed.